If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wide open spaces. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellison. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wazoo!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Going right to work up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Haynes. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal, and listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
They're going to ride this running back. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's King. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to the tailback. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Washington State 7, Georgia Tech 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Washington State has it all working right now. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Texas. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's King. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They're setting up the screen. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's King. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Yellow Jackets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's King. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield very late in the half. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougars!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Dropping back, it's King. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot split. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to sneak it.
Gain of 1. First down for the offense.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to pass, it's Duggar. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after he lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
They booted away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Washington State 28, Georgia Tech 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's King. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Rivers.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ball ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
It's a seam wide open. Puts him in the spin cycle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to...
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington State lines up quickly. Touchdown, Washington State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 31 over Middle Tennessee. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The hand to the running back. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.